Hello guys, we're back again with another week of guidance, and this week our lesson is on what it means to be a superhero and to act, and we're going to learn what that acronym means. So superheroes act. So what are some of the qualities of your favorite superheroes? Whether it's the Flash or Green Lantern, Spider-Man, Captain America, or Superwoman, Wonder Woman, Batwoman, they're brave, they're strong, they do the right thing, they help people, and they defeat the bad guys. Those are all some qualities of superheroes. If you can think of more qualities, let me know. So what do you think makes someone a superhero and like regular people superheroes? You can be a superhero by being brave and strong also. You can do the right thing. You can help people who need help. And you can stand up to people who are unkind. What are some situations at school where someone might need some help? Maybe you see someone's being bullied every day. Maybe someone is repeatedly rude and mean and unkind and hurtful to somebody else every single day. You could stand up to that person and tell them that's not cool to be a bully, and you could help the other person who's feeling sad. Maybe someone is alone at lunch and they don't have anyone to sit with or talk to at recess, or maybe they're new. Those would all be reasons to help someone out. Maybe they got hurt and they're not by the teacher, and you could go get help from the teacher. So there are lots of situations where someone might need help at school, and you could be a hero and you could act and help them. So how do we be superheroes and help? We act, and we're going to learn what ACT stands for. ACT, each letter stands for a different word or phrase. So superheroes act. They act by A, acknowledging that your friend needs help. So that means knowing or seeing or recognizing and watching and paying attention to know that someone needs help. So when you acknowledge that your friend needs help, that means you know that they need help and that you're going to go help them. C is care. You can care by letting your friend know that you care about them and that you're concerned that they need help that maybe you can't provide. So if they're hurt and you can't help them and they need a grown-up, you are going to say, you can go up to them and say, a friend's hurt on the playground. You can say, I see that you're hurt. I'll go get an adult. I'll go get someone to help us. So by acknowledging, telling them that you're going to help them, and then caring about them enough to go and get help. So if you see someone crying, you don't just walk past them. Instead, you go out and you help them. And then the T is tell a trusted adult right away. So sometimes problems are too big that we can't handle them on our own. So we need to get an adult or a trusted adult right away. So we're going to talk about who trusted adults are. Trusted adults are your parents, grandparents, teachers. Maybe you get along and have a really close relationship with a neighbor, and there you can trust them. Someone that you trust that will take care of you and help you. Someone that you know isn't going to hurt you, but someone that's going to help make things right. Those are trusted adults. We as counselors, me and Miss Grant, we are trusted adults. We can help you. Let's do some superhero training. So let's think about some situations where you might need to get help from an adult, and let's think about when a teacher does not need to help. Okay, let's go through some scenarios where you might need help from an adult, or maybe you don't need help from an adult. So I'm going to read some scenarios, and you tell me if you think yes or if you think no help from an adult. Michael keeps making faces at me. So I'm sitting at my desk and I'm working, and someone across the room keeps making mean faces at me. Do you think that I need help from an adult, or the teacher does not need to know that? That's probably, the teacher doesn't need to know that one. If they're making faces at you, you can choose to ignore it, or you can tell them that you'd like them to stop. But telling the teacher, that one's probably not a situation we need to tell the teacher. Mr. Cobb, Jason isn't getting in line. Is that something you should worry about and tell the teacher, or is that something not to worry about and we don't need to let the teacher know? That's probably a situation, if someone's not lining up, that's probably not a situation that you need to let the teacher know. Everyone be proactive, say, I'm in charge of me. As long as you are getting in line and you are lining up and doing the things you need to, we don't need to worry about Jason not making good choices. The teacher will let Jason know. So that's not a situation we're going to tell the teacher. What about Heather scratched me when I said, when I didn't do what she said. So you're playing with your friend and she comes up to you and she scratches you because you didn't do what she said. We're going to play hide and go seek. And you say, I don't want to play hide and go seek. And she scratched you. If someone is hurting you on purpose and it's not an accident and they're not being kind, that's a situation where you can go tell the teacher. And you can say, we were playing a game and I didn't do what she said and she scratched me on purpose. If someone's trying to hurt you on purpose, you need to let someone know that someone's hurting you or if someone's hurting somebody else. But if you're just trying to get someone in trouble for not lining up, that's not a good idea unless that person is hurting you or someone else. So that would be an okay time to go tell a teacher. During recess, Callie pushed Dana down on purpose. That would be an okay time to act. You could go tell the teacher that you saw Callie push Dana down on purpose. Because if someone is purposefully, but maybe you should also know the situation. Maybe you think, so sometimes we have to know what's going on. Maybe you think it was on purpose, but maybe they're playing a game. But if she's crying and she's hurt, it's okay to let someone know that someone intentionally or on purpose hurt somebody else. Because if someone is on purpose hurting other people, that's not okay. And they need to be talked to about how we don't hurt people on purpose. Jerome is drawing in his notebook when he's supposed to be doing math. So if someone's drawing or doing something and a little off task during math time, should you stop your teacher's lesson and let her know that someone's not following directions, or should you be proactive? So do you need to let them know, or do you need to not let them know? It's probably a situation where we don't need to let the teacher know. As long as you're taking care of you and you're doing your math, you don't need to let the teacher know what Jerome's doing. Jerome's going to have his own consequences. Jerome's not going to know what's going on. So you can take care of yourself and Jerome can take care of himself, and he'll have to face his consequences, right? Brandon picks on Kayla every day during lunch. So if you see someone doing it every single day, and maybe you saw it one day and you ignored it, and maybe you saw it another day and you ignored it, but if you notice something that's happening every single day and one kid's doing it to another kid, should you let the teacher know, or should you ignore that? That's a situation that's okay to tell an adult and ask an adult for help. Because if someone is doing something over and over again on purpose, trying to hurt somebody, hurt their feelings or hurt their body, we need to let an adult know, because it's not okay ever to hurt somebody with our words or with our bodies. Some boys are bullying Joshua in the bathroom. So maybe they're picking on him and teasing him and saying mean things, and even maybe they're pushing him around a little bit. If you see someone not using the restroom correctly, do you need to ask for help, or do you need to not? We always need to ask for help if we see someone being hurt and if we see people misusing things, because we go to the bathroom to go to the bathroom. It's not a place where we play or mess around or hurt other people. It's a place where we go take care of our business and we get back to class. Mrs. Long, Devin isn't reading the right story. So is that a situation we're going to tell the teacher, or is that something that we are not being proactive and we don't need to worry about it? So we're not gonna tell the teacher if Devin isn't reading the right book, because Devin is in charge of him and you're in charge of you. As long as you're reading the right book, you're doing the right thing. Devin's not hurting anyone, and if he's not doing his assignment, he will have his own consequences, and you don't have to worry about that. So that's not a situation we need to tell. Megan isn't walking on the right side of the hallway, Mrs. Jones. So if someone's not walking in the line or using it correctly, again, your teacher will notice that, and you need to just stay quiet in the hallway and do the things you're supposed to do and take care of yourself, right? Everyone to say, I'm in charge of me, I'm proactive, right? So if you see a friend and they're not being proactive, your teacher will let them know that they need to make a proactive choice and to stand in the line. What about Cooper said he's going to punch Connor after school? What if you hear someone say that they're going to hurt somebody after school? What should you do? Should you tell an adult, or should you ignore it? That's a situation where we need to tell an adult, because if you hear someone say that they're going to do something mean to another kid to hurt them on purpose after school or at lunchtime or at recess, that's a time we need to get help, because we don't want anyone getting hurt and we don't want kids fighting. And so adults need to know if someone says something that's hurtful. Do I get help from an adult? Thumbs up or down. If there's danger, yes. If your classmate took the crayon you wanted to use. Another teacher already helped me and the problem is solved. So if you're at recess and your teacher wasn't at recess with you, it was another teacher, do you need to go and tell your teacher what happened even though the other teacher already fixed it? No. If the problem's solved, the problem is solved. A friend told me someone is threatening him and he's scared. That means someone's saying things that they're going to hurt him, like, I'm going to hurt you, or I'm going to do this to you. And your friend is scared. Should you get some help? Yes, you should. Your friend is hurt badly on the playground. That's another reason to tell an adult. It was just an accident and no one is hurt. Maybe you guys were playing tag and it got a little too rough and you pushed them and they fell on the ground. But it was just an accident and you said sorry and nobody got hurt. Do we need to go if nobody got hurt? And you said, I'm so sorry, I didn't mean to touch you that hard. That's okay. If you can fix the problem and you can apologize for making a mistake, you don't have to tell an adult. If you can fix the mistake on your own. And if no one is hurt. Someone is making you feel uncomfortable. Oh, we always tell a trusted adult if someone's making us feel uncomfortable. It could be a family member that's making you feel uncomfortable. It could be a neighbor. It could be a friend. It could be a friend's sibling. It could be anybody. If someone's making you feel uncomfortable, you always need to tell a trusted adult, no matter who's making you feel uncomfortable. You always, always, always tell an adult. If it's raining outside, should you go tell your teacher, it's raining outside? No, that's silly. Unless you're the weather person and calendar that day, right? Okay, remember, superheroes act. Be someone's superhero. So act. So I want you, let's go back up to that slide. To remember what ACT stands for again. I want you to acknowledge when your friends need help, care about them, let them know that you care by getting help when you can't help them, like you go ask for an adult and then you tell a trusted adult right away. You can always trust your teacher to help take care of you. You can trust a counselor. You can trust your music teacher, your art teacher. Any teacher in the whole building is here to help you and is a helper and a trusted adult. A mom and a dad, an aunt and uncle, anyone that you know that's there to take care of you and protect you, that's a trusted adult. So you need to tell a trusted adult right away. So now I have a fun story for us to listen to called Say Something by Peter H. Reynolds.
Story time with Elena.
Hello everyone. Today's story is Say Something by Peter H. Reynolds. The world needs your voice. Mine? Yes, yours. Go ahead. It doesn't need to be perfect as long as it's from your heart. You don't have to be loud. Powerful words can be a whisper. You can say something in so many ways. With words, with action, with creativity. If you see someone lonely, say something by just being there for them. If you see an empty canvas, say something with your brush. If you see an empty lot, say something by planting a seed and watching it bloom. If you see someone being hurt, say something by being brave. Hey, stop! If you see something beautiful, Say something with a poem. Painted meadows splashed with rainbows. If you have a brilliant idea, say something with confidence. Eureka! If you want to show the world who you are, say something with style. Ta-da! If you are angry, say something to help people understand. You made me feel invisible. That really hurt. I'm really sorry. If you see an injustice, say something peacefully. No more hurting people. Peace. Inspire others to do the same. Sometimes you'll say something and no one will be listening, but keep saying what is in your heart, and you will find someone who listens. Keep saying it, and you may be surprised to find the whole world listening. If you are grateful for being alive, quietly say something to the stars, to the universe. Some people find it easier to say something than others, but everyone has something to say. I hope, I believe, I wish. Join us. Together we can. I'm ready to change the world. I imagine. So when you're ready, say something. Thank you.
Okay, great. So I hope you all had a wonderful day today, and I look forward to seeing you all again in a couple weeks. Bye-bye, friends.